Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In this video I will give you a small guide about Navia. Navia is a geo-element claymore character and she has the role of the fast attacker and the sub DPS. The core mechanism of Navia plays around her elemental skill, which damage scales by absorbing crystals created from the crystal reaction. She is the first geo character that the core mechanism play around the crystal reaction, breaking away from the traditional geo team composition. Let's take a look into her kit. The normal attacks can perform up to 4 consecutive strikes. Charged attack will make her consume stamina over the time to perform continuous spinning attacks. And the plunging attack is an ordinary plunging attack. Her elemental skill, which is Navia course skill, will play around the crystal reaction. Let me make it simple. Basically, every time a party member, including herself, absorb a crystal created through the crystal reaction, she will gain 1 ammo that can be stacked up to 6 times, lasting for 300 seconds, which will be resetted every time she gets a new ammo. By pressing the elemental skill, she will consume all the ammos to fire bullets to enemies, dealing geo damage. Consuming 0, 1, 2, 3 or more ammos will make her 5, 7, 9, 11 bullets respectively. The more bullets hit a single enemy, the greater will be the damage. When all the 11 bullets strikes, 200% of the original damage is dealt to the enemy. In addition, when more than 3 ammos are consumed, every ammo consumed beyond the 3 will increase the damage by 15%. While holding the elemental skill will make Navia enter the aiming mode, continuously absorbing nearby crystal created by crystallized reactions. After release, she will fire bullets with the same effect as when the skill is tapped. The elemental burst is also really simple to understand. After using the burst, she will unleash a cannon bombardment on opponents in front of her, dealing AoE geo damage, and will provide her cannon fire support for 12 seconds, which will periodically deal geo damage to nearby opponents, and when the cannon hits an opponent, Navia will gain 1 stack of ammo, and this effect can occur once every 2.4 seconds. Meaning, for the entire duration of the burst, she will be able to gain 5 stacks of ammo. Her first passive talent will provide her 4 seconds of Geo Infusion after using the elemental skill, and this Geo Infusion cannot be overridden by other elemental infusion, just like a Bennett Constellation 6. And her normal, charged and plunged attacks damage will be increased by 40% during this period. Her second talent will increase her attack by 20% for each Pyro, Electro, Cryo or Hydro party member, and this effect can step up to 2 times. Recommendation for the skill upgrade is to maximize the elemental skill, while the burst you can keep it at level 6, since the main job of the burst is to grant her stacks of ammo, and the normal attacks is depending on if you're gonna keep her as on-field DPS, or just using her as a fast attacker sub DPS. Let's see about her constellations. With Constellation 1, every stack of consumed ammo when using the elemental skill will restore 3 energy to her and decrease the cooldown of the burst by 1 second. This can be stacked up to 3 times, meaning 9 energy restored and 3 seconds cooldown reduction for the burst. Constellation 2 is one of the key constellations. Each stack of ammo consumed will increase the crit rate of the elemental skill by 12, up to 36%. And in addition, after the elemental skill hits an opponent, a cannon fire support shoot from the burst will strike near the location of the hit. This can occur 1 time per elemental skill. Constellation 3 will just increase the elemental skill level by 3. Constellation 4 will make her burst be able to reduce the enemy's geo resistance by 20% for 8 seconds after the hit. Constellation 5 will increase the elemental burst level by 3. And in the end, the constellation number 6, another key constellation which will provide a significant improvement to Navia. With this constellation, if more than 3 stacks of ammo are consumed when using the elemental skill, each stack consumed beyond the first 3 will increase the crit damage of the skill by 45%, and this can be stacked up to 3 times. And any stack of ammo consumed beyond the first 3 are returned to Navia. A really broken constellation. About weapons for Navia, her exclusive weapon, Verdict, is the best, while Wolf's Gravestone and the Unforged suits her very well too. Beacon of the Red Sea can also work, but requires Navia to take damage, so it's not the best choice. For star options, we have the Serpent Spine as the main choice. If you don't have it, you can also use the Black Cliff Slayer or Prototype Archaic. Another good weapon is the one that you can get from the 4.3 event, the Ultimate Overlord's Mega Magic Sword. Talking about artifacts for Navia, we have the new set that is released together with her, in the 4.3, the Nighttime Whisper in the Echoing Woods. We can just call it the Nighttime Whispers. But since it's a new set of artifact, you can use some other double sets you already have while farming the new one. Options can be Golden Troop to set, Shimenawa to set, Gladiator to set, or Archaic Petra to set. And you should aim for Attack Sand, Geo Damage Bonus Goblet, Crit Rate or Crit Damage Helmet, depending on your crit rate, And keep in mind that if you have a Constellation 2 Navia, you will have additional 36 crit rate for the elemental skill if you use 3 or more ammos when using the skill. For substats, try to aim for crit rate, crit damage, attack, and maybe some energy recharge. Team building. Due to Navia's mechanic and passive abilities, a basic requirement for Navia team composition is to have 2 Geo characters and another 2 different element characters, between Pyro, Electro, Cryo and Hydro. Navia's damage output relies on absorbing crystal shards for quick damage, allowing some non-combat time for teammates to contribute. Navia's herself lack of healing, so having shield or healer in the team will benefit her. So in the end, Navia as core member. Second party member has to be Geo character. And here we have some choices such as Zhongli, who can provide crit protection and can reduce opponent's resistance. Albedo for constant off-field geo damage, so with the help of other 2 party members can create constant crystals. With the Forza characters, Ningguang is the best choice here. Not only she can take the role of DPS when Navia is off, but also her ability to create a crystal with other party members. With the rest 2 slots, better if you have some character that can deal constant off-field elemental damage, providing constant elemental application, so Navia and the second Geo character can produce enough crystals for Navia. For example, Raiden, Yae, Furina, Yelan, Mona, Fischl, Xinqiu, Xiangling, etc, etc. For the last slot, I recommend to have Bennett in the squad, because Navia is highly compatible with Bennett, showcasing excellent synergy with him. From my testing, my personal favorite squad is Navia, Zhongli, Furina and Bennett, having Furina swappable with Raiden, Yae or Mona. For free-to-play or people who started play recently, a good composition from my testing is this one: Navia, Ningguang, Xinqiu and Bennett. There are a lot of other type of squads you can make with Navia, and you're welcome to discuss about them in the comments. So this is a short guide about Navia. Hope this video helped you, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!
玫瑰礼花，此玫瑰特别定制版。